Set up residence in the clouds of the second planet from the sun. This is our preview of Cities of Venus.
Cities of Venus is a card drafting, tableau building game where players collect supply canisters for their floating cities. And I think the main thing that caught my eye with this game are the player boards.
It's a cool sci-fi theme with mechanics that just about anyone can enjoy. We'll tell you all about it after this quick how to play. In Cities of Venus, each player will have a city board with different departments for their V-Naughts to inhabit.
The game is played over multiple rounds, with each round having 6 steps.
Step 1 is the cloud drop, where canister cards will be revealed for all players to see.
Step 2 will resolve events that may have been revealed during the cloud drop.
In Step 3, shields are lowered from the acidic atmosphere, and each player must turn in 1 V-Naught from their shields department.
In Step 4, players will deploy more V-Naughts to their cities depending on their V-Naught counts in the food and air-water departments.
In Step 5, players will take city actions, like mining for the rare mineral V-Night.
In Step 6, players will take turns drafting a canister card, using V-Naughts and V-Night as the resources to pay for the cards.
Canister cards will either increase their city's population or upgrade a department in their city.
Players will continue following these 6 steps through the rounds until the Earth card is revealed during the cloud drop.
At the end of the round with the Earth card, players will add up their points from upgrades, V-Naughts, and V-Night, and the player with the most points wins. We were sent a prototype copy of Cities of Venus from 10 Robot Games so that we could do this preview video. Some of the components or rules may change from the final version.
If you'd like to find out more about the game or back the Kickstarter, go ahead and check out the links in our description below.
I first noticed Cities of Venus on Instagram when I saw them posting lots of pictures of their player boards. You can see that there are sections to hold your V-Naughts, there are sections to hold your cards, so as you build your tableau, you'll have those sections. And it's really nice quality, even for a prototype, so I'm really excited to see what the final product will look like once they get backed on Kickstarter. And then when we got the game, it comes with a neoprene mat, and you have all the nice artwork on all the cards. So it really builds that cool sci-fi theme, and I really liked all the thought that went into the theming for this game.
Like I said at the top, the player boards really caught my eye just because they seemed thicker, there was a lot of different compartments, and it seems like a lot of things could happen with the card sliding in, things getting covered up, and then new things showing. So I was really excited to see how that went into play. You know, just looking at the box and everything, I always get excited with these like space-themed games. So I was really excited to get into this.
The mechanics of gameplay aren't that difficult. The box currently says ages 14 and up, but that might just be as far as the components. They're small, you don't want choking hazard and all that. I think younger kids can play this because at its core, it's a card drafting game. In the first step, you're gonna reveal the different canister cards that players will be able to choose from in Step 6. The other steps, you're getting V-Naughts and you're deploying them to different departments. You're gonna use those as resources, as well as paying a V-Naught to then mine and get the V-Night mineral so that you can then use that for resources. And then the cards will say where you need to get those resources from. It'll either be the V-Night or it'll tell you what department you need to turn in a V-Naught from. So the first 5 steps can pretty much all happen simultaneously, which also means the game plays quickly. It's only when you get to the canister card drafting that you have to go one player at a time and you have to go in turn order because it could affect who wants to get a better card than some of the other cards that are revealed during that round.
So at the start of each round, there's a canister drop. And we get to see what the cards are. And just looking at them, it's, you know, when I first started, it was kind of difficult to think about my strategy, right? Like, okay, what am I doing? Am I trying to build up my department? Am I just trying to like grab as much V-Naughts as I can? At the very beginning, it was kind of hard for me to like kind of get a rhythm and figure out where I was going with it. However, as you keep going on into the second rounds, third rounds, then you start figuring out like, okay, yeah, this one seems to be used a lot, so let me just make sure I do that. Or maybe I'm gonna go for like an engine building and just make sure that my food and my air-water departments are kind of maxed out so I can get the most V-Naughts.
There is an element of luck with this game with the event cards. After you do the canister drop, if the card has a yellow triangle on it, that means that you have to do an event. And in the first round, you'd have to do at least one event. In the second round, 2, and the third round, 3. So you flip over the event card, and then it could be something positive, not usually, or it could be something negative, this one has a radiation leak, so you won't grow your city this round. Other times you may have to give up V-Naughts from different departments. And you can mitigate it by making sure you fill up your departments with V-Naughts so that you can always, worst case scenario, cover whatever happens in the event. However, it is a lot of luck of the draw, and you may be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna gamble and I'm not gonna put anyone here because I'm gonna fill this up to try to do a big move this round, and then an event card happens, and then you have to pay more V-Naughts than you would have, so you're kind of like, oh no. So there is a pressure luck of the draw element during the second step.
So those events can really throw a wrench into things, because if you're planning out your city and you're like, okay, I've got at least 6 more shields because I got 6 V-Naughts in here and each round you have to lose one, then you can kind of just plan it like, okay, I don't have to put one in there for a while. Well, an event comes up and it's like, well, you got to lose more than one this round. It could throw everything off, because if you just have that one shield left and you're like, I'll be good this round, I'll replenish when I can. Nope.
The mechanics in this game aren't too overwhelming as far as coming at you and not knowing what to do. There's not really a whole lot of analysis paralysis that could pop up, because you're really only looking at a certain number of canister cards and then kind of deciding, okay, well, I want that one, but I choose second, so I'll have a backup plan just in case. But for the most part, that's what your goal is. And the whole round, you're just aiming for that goal to get that canister card. However, with the cool designs of these boards, and there are different upgrades in the departments, and then you can put in different cards to increase your V-Naught count in each department, I could see a lot of expansions that can possibly come out for this game. Like at least 1, 2, maybe 3 really big, heavy expansions to really develop this game and really make use of these really cool player boards. So I can see that this being the base game and then future expansions, there's a lot of directions that this game could go in. I'm excited to see what they do in the future.
Overall, I really like the copy that we got. Everything is great production value. Like I said, again, just the player boards, really great. I haven't seen like this intricate or 3-layer, 4-layer player boards, but I really like all the different ways that you can kind of slide cards in and see how it changes things.
Overall, this game is a lot of fun. It's not too complicated, so I think that younger kids and families of all ages can play this. I love a good sci-fi theme, and I love when like a family can get together and play an awesome sci-fi theme. So if you're into these types of games, you should definitely check this Kickstarter out. And that was our preview of Cities of Venus.
What'd you think? Are you ready to venture into this sci-fi world? Let us know in the comments below.
Once again, thank you to 10 Robot Games for sending us a prototype copy so that we could do this preview video. If you'd like to find out more information or back the campaign, check out the links in our description below. And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
I'm Kenny. I go party like a board gamer.